Plaintiff Marcus Slaughter says the defendant dated his father, who is with Marcus in court today. Marcus claims after he moved in with the defendant and his father, the defendant started telling lies about him because she was jealous of his relationship with his father. And Marcus is suing because he claims she had him falsely arrested for assaulting her. Defendant Jessica Seaton says Marcus moved in with her and his father after doing 10 years in prison. And he also brought a woman with him whom he just met. Jessica claims while they were there, she found heroin that Marcus was hiding in her freezer. And she insists he did assault her. So she's countersuing for pain and suffering.
Start with you.
So I moved to Zanesville in June 2013. I moved with my father. I started spending time with my father. She's an attention junkie. She didn't like that, so she started telling little lies. For example,
Was she living there already?
Yes, sir. She told a lie to him, for example, that I owed $80 to $100 to a gas station for a tab. I knew it was a lie, so I took him down there with me immediately. And the owners told him and me that that was a lie. And so she went from little lies to bigger lies like the one that I'm here, such as saying I assaulted her.
Give me another lie that she made on you.
I get another lie, like she'll have people they call my cell phone, and they'll say, hey, was you over such and such house? I heard you just stole da-da-da-da-da, and it'd be something that she started. And I mean, she would just make it to my,
She knew your friends?
Huh?
She knew your friends?
Yeah, because I lived there, and so they would come over for the time frame I was there.
And then she would call them and say, you stole from
She would see them out and about.
And say, he stole from you.
Yeah, like she makes blatant lies out of nothing. Like,
right, I'm saying that in particular.
Yes,
you
sir.
use that as an example.
Yes, sir.
That happened.
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, you want to give me some background and then you can respond to that?
Yes. Marcus did 10 years in prison. When he was released, he was in Columbus. He moved from Columbus into his father and I's house. Marcus vowed to tell you that he brought a female companion that he just met and made up a lie about her house having water damage. They moved into our home. They were causing issues while they were there.
Like what?
His girl was walking around with shorts with her private areas hanging out.
Booty shorts.
Yes, Your Honor. I mean, that's about as blunt as I can make it. Her kids come over and destroyed some of Michael and I's 360 games. There was items that the kids destroyed that belonged to Michael's great niece that we bought as a birthday gift. His girlfriend brought a dog that had multiple puppies in my backyard. The neighbors had called and turned us into city code because of the foul smell. Him and his girlfriend didn't want to go out and clean the things up. Marcus had traffic coming in and out of the house, which I also found some of his drugs in my freezer.
What type of drugs?
Heroin, Your Honor. His father can verify that. I brought it to his father's attention.
First thing, sir, the traffic is them two. She's a drug abuser.
What about the heroin?
It wasn't mine.
Okay.
She's a recovering heroin
All right,
user.
your dad lied on you?
Yes, sir.
Good enough. You're a liar, Dad. Your own son says it.
Yes, he
Your
is.
son says she's a liar and you're a liar. Maybe you're on the wrong side today. You want him to move the chair? All right. Why are you suing her today?
I'm suing her because on May of 2014, she said that I assaulted her. I was across town. I have 2 statements from 2 different witnesses, the houses that I was at, or a house I was at, and I have assault on my record that jobs and businesses and all these different type of people look at.
Were you convicted?
For a misdemeanor assault, yes, sir.
How? You had a jury trial, a regular trial?
I had a regular court hearing. The judge told me, he said, look, if you plead guilty today, nothing to come of this, and we'll just throw it away.
Oh, it was a plea bargain?
Yes, sir.
So you pled guilty?
Yeah, because if I pled guilty,
Whatever the reason, you pled guilty?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we're here today for what?
We're here today because she is for defamation of character. I did not assault her.
But you pled guilty.
I had to plead guilty.
Why?
Because if I would have pled not guilty and had to do all the time of going back and forth, I had a job, I had responsibilities, I had things to do. I don't even live up here no more.
All right, but if you'd been charged with carjacking would you have pled guilty because I got things to do?
No,
I can't go back and forth. I got this heroin in the freezer.
Thing is, sir.
What do you want to say, ma'am? He coming here with this weak game. I know in Detroit I heard every story known to man, and I've heard that 1,000 times. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, Your Honor. On May 15th, 2014, May 15th, excuse me, I have the hospital report, the police report.
Tell me what happened.
Marcus had followed me from his father and I's house up by my mom's. I had his daughter Leah with me, who was 7 years old at the time when the assault happened. Marcus and his girlfriend were in a green car, a Mercury. As I was crossing the street, Marcus tried to run me over.
Why?
Marcus has had it out for me since I put him out of the house.
Got it.
And so that's when the problem started. Prior to this assault, Marcus had followed me around. He went and so far as to made threats and to my mother that he was going to beat me up along with other individuals. On Mother's Day, he brought his girlfriend to my house to fight me on Mother's Day. She wouldn't get out of the car. Marcus was standing outside of the car on the driver's seat, pounding on his car. His dad was a witness. He was there.
Tell me about the assault that day. Last
Okay.
I heard, he was trying to hit you with the car. Then what?
Yes, and then his daughter and I had crossed the street to the other side of Hamline. Marcus and his girlfriend circled around the block, and they stopped after they came back around. Marcus said, "Get out of the car and beat that B up." She said, "No, I just want to go home. Let's let this go, Marcus." Marcus said, "Well, if you're not going to get out and whip her, then I will." Marcus put the car in park, got out, and walked around and body slammed me and got on top of me and choked me out. And I had lost consciousness and blacked out for approximately 10 to 13 seconds. When I came to, his 7-year-old daughter and I ran to my mother's house, and my mother had contacted the Zanesville Police Department and the squad. And then she contacted Michael, and I have the police report itself right here.
See it?
I also have the medical bill, the medical reports from the hospital of the diagnosis.
She said at one point the vehicle tried to run her over, missed, drove past her, and circled around the block and came back, just as you've told me. She said Marcus Slaughter got out of the driver's seat, approached her, grabbed her around the neck, and started choking her. She said she couldn't breathe, and at one point Marcus slammed her onto the ground, and she hit her head. Who's Teresa McPeak, the mother?
That is my mother.
She did explain an incident that happened on Mother's Day, in which Marcus Slaughter came and was screaming, "Where's Jessica? I feel like someone up." Teresa McPeak went on to explain that Marcus Slaughter also said he didn't care about jail.
Started spending time with my father. She didn't like that, so she started telling little lies. And so she went from little lies to bigger lies like the one that I'm here, such as saying I assaulted her.
Plaintiff Marcus Slaughter is suing his father's ex-girlfriend because he claims she had him falsely arrested for assaulting her.
Sir, what do you say to this?
I'll say none of that's true. The
All
whole
right.
story about me assaulting her was not true. I was on the
You
other
just
side of town.
pled guilty.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you say you have something where you on the other side of town.
Your Honor.
Let me read what he has.
Okay.
Marcus and I went to play pool that night. And then we went back to my house. We got there about 9 p.m.
We were shooting pool that
This
night,
is
and that's
another
when we went
person.
after the pool game.
I came outside and Eric and Marcus were sitting in the car talking. It was around 9 or so. So he could have went home and done it.
Right.
Because all they talk about is 9.
Right.
Police say it occurred at 11. Here you go. Thanks anyway. Would you go to jail for the first time?
I didn't touch her, man. He
I
know
I'm
that.
asking you about that, though.
Yeah, man.
You admit I'm not your man. I'm the judge. You've been before the judge
Yes,
before.
sir.
You know how this goes.
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah. So you admitted to jumping on her.
No,
That's the
I
point.
didn't jump on her.
You admitted it in court.
Yeah. all right.
Man, I'm not your man. No wonder you got time and went to prison. Did you go to jail on this?
Nah.
Okay, never spent a day in jail?
He did. He was convicted, found guilty, and sentenced, and did jail days.
How many days in jail?
I believe it was either 25 or 30. But
You say you didn't spend a day?
his father is a witness.
Hold on, sir.
The lady.
They told me he did days.
All right.
That's what.
Man, get out of here. Your claim is dismissed, granted for $5,000. He pled guilty. Get out of here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's worthless, man.
No, they told me you did days.
You know she lying, man. You worthless, dude.
Okay, I'll be worthless.
Hey,
you did.
You know well, I ain't never
But
hit a
you
woman,
did
man.
what
You's a
you-
horrible
if you
father.
hadn't
You're
harassed-
horrible.
If you hadn't
This is the
harassed
last
me,
time I will
you
talk to you.
All
You're
right,
a
then that'll
horrible
be the
person.
last time, dude. You shouldn't have messed with her.
You know she
shouldn't have
lying.
messed
Wrong
with
is
her.
wrong, right is right. If you
Shouldn't
lie,
have-
it's a lie. You know
shouldn't
she
have
lying.
messed with
It's
her.
time for you to grow up, Marcus. You're not a little boy anymore.
Last time I see them, I live in Florida. They can have that little money. They need it. Can I go?
I have no animosity toward Marcus. I just want him to grow up and take responsibility for his own actions. That's all.
That's my son. I love him. But like I told him before I came here, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell the truth.